Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over the top 5 most forgotten cars in Grand Theft Auto Online. This list isn't about any car that is just off the street sort of thing. This is about cars that you actually have to buy off of Legendary Motorsport, Southern San Andreas Super Autos, or Warstock. In this list we're just going to be focusing on Legendary Motorsport cars. Nowhere else really matters for this video. I might do a part 2 to this if you guys want me to. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are new. Let's get right into this list. And starting off with number 5, guys, we have the Lamppadi Furor GT. This thing is the newest car in the list by a long shot. Most of the cars that are going to be in here are going to be older cars, so only OG players will probably remember them a lot. If you're newer, you probably will have almost no idea about any of these next cars that are going to come up in the list. I decided to have this car in the list because pretty much as soon as it came out, everyone forgot about it. Everyone bought it on day of release, and then they're like, okay, yeah, this thing, it's, you know, kind of whatever, not too exciting or anything. I believe this came out the last team standing update. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it did. It's a really good car, though. I like it. It's always been in my garage. Pretty sure as soon as it came out, I bought it, and I've liked it ever since. I've driven it in a few of my videos, I believe. It's a really cool car. Sounds good, looks good, and yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of it, honestly, so that's why it's at number 5. Let's move right into number 4. Next on our list is the Grotty Cheetah. This thing came out with the game all the way back in 2013. It was available from release, and honestly, never see these things in online anymore, which is a real shame. I think it's a super cool car, very unique, and I just wish people would drive it more often. I know it's not the fastest. I know it's, you know, to some people it's not the prettiest. I personally love the look of this thing. The only thing I don't really love is the front, but I can look past it because, I mean, when you're driving it, you're looking at it from behind anyway, so not too bad. But for $650,000, this car is very cool. It's obviously not going to win you any races, but it is a very cool car nonetheless, and if you pull up to a car meet in this thing, you're definitely going to get some love. The reason this thing's at number 4 is because I feel like out of the next cars, it is probably the most well known, but the next 3 cars, I have a feeling most of you guys will have probably never seen or heard of unless you've watched my reviews on them or my customizations of them. But even then, you probably haven't seen them in years. So let's move right into number 3. And at number 3, guys, we have the Pagani Monaro. This is a sports classic car, obviously. It's based off of a Lamborghini Miura. Very cool car. I like this thing a lot. I customized it for the first time the other day, so even I forgot that this thing existed. Although I have been meaning to customize it for a long time, I never really got around to it. Never see these in online, although I have seen these more often than some of the other cars that are going to be in this list ahead of this thing. The last time I saw this thing in online was probably about 2 years ago, and I feel like it's a very neglected car. I feel like it doesn't get enough love. I just think it's such a cool, unique car. Like, it's obviously a sports classic, and you barely ever see sports classics in the game anyways and online. As far as the sports classic cars go, I think this is definitely one of the coolest. Not performance-wise, again, nothing on this list is based on performance. There's a reason that these cars are pretty forgotten. I think this thing is definitely worth a mention, and I would definitely recommend picking one of these up if you got the money. With that being said, let's move right into number 2. Alright guys, and at number 2, we have the Enis Cognoscenti Cabrio. Now, like many of the cars on this list, there is a reason that this thing has been forgotten. I think the reason this thing's been forgotten is because it's so low down on Legendary Motorsport on the list, and because of its looks, potentially. The rear end of this car is not the greatest looking rear end on any vehicle, I have to say that. With the top up, it's even uglier, so I won't do that. For $185,000 and a convertible car that's a sports car that's faster than the average car off of the street, I'd say it's kind of worth the price. I would love to see more of these in online. I haven't seen one in a long time, probably since 2013 or 2014. It's been literally ages since I've seen this car, and I think it honestly deserves to get some more attention. Like I said, it's not the prettiest car ever, but I think it does have a place in this game, and I would love to see a few more people driving it around in online. So with that being said, let's move right into the final car. Alright guys, and at number 1 we have the Hijack Chameleon. I'm sure many of you are pretty baffled right now because there's a good chance that none of you have ever seen this car. It is an electric car, although on the rear of the car it says it is a hybrid V12, and it has exhaust pipes, but as you can hear, no engine noise. This car is very, very strange. There's a reason that nobody drives it, and it's because it's pretty slow, but I think it is a pretty cool car. To my knowledge, it is the only car in the game that has a solar panel roof, other than maybe the new Coil Raiden, I want to say. It might have a solar panel roof. I'm not 100% sure, but this car used to be very, very popular back in 2013. I remember almost everyone had one of these things. It is because the price tag on it is $100,000, which is, in today's money in GTA, nothing. Absolutely zero money. But even back then, 100K for a sports car was pretty good. This thing is, like I said, fully electric, despite it saying that it has a V12 and despite it having exhaust pipes on the rear. It's a very, very strange car, like I said. Very unique. If you want to surprise some people, if you want to shock some people, pull up to a car meet with this thing, and everybody will be like questioning where you got it and what it is, because nobody even knows what this car is anymore. So if you want a unique car that nobody else has, I would definitely recommend picking up a Hijack Chameleon for $100,000 on Legendary Motorsport. Super low down on the list. It's a pretty cool car. It's not the best, like I said. Obviously, there's a reason that these cars are forgotten, most of them, except for the Cheetah. I mean, it's just slow. But other than that, I can't really see a reason why it should be forgotten. And the ultimate goal of this was just to bring a little bit more attention to some of the cars that I felt like kind of deserved it. These cars back in 2013 were all staples of the game, and if you didn't own them, it kind of sucked for you. But nowadays, obviously, barely anyone has them. But I'd like to see a little bit of a resurgence in them. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, dislike if you didn't. Comment down below if you have any suggestions for cars for a part 2 of this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.